Welcome, folks, to a piece of CX. This week we're going to take a look at some of the outbound dialer features for Zoom Contact Center. So I'm wearing a headset because I'm going to play an agent in a moment. So let's have a look at one of these from an agent perspective first. Then we'll look at some config. We'll add a bit of config and then have a look at the agent again. So at the moment, I purposely placed myself into a meeting because I have an outbound dial campaign up and running. And what that means is we're going to be looking for agents that are available to make outbound calls on behalf of our business. Now, the first type of campaign I've got running is a preview, and I'm giving my agent 15 seconds to be able to make a call to a contact, to give a reason. Again, all configurable. And if I just let that time out, then it's going to automatically accept as well at the end of that. So we're going to make our call out. We're going to receive that, and I'm just going to mute my customer down. I'm going to talk away at my customer and tell them all kinds of amazing stuff about Zoom Contact Center and waffle on for a little bit so that I can see the talk speed is too fast, speech length is a bit too long, etc., etc., etc. And then if we do a double flip on the mute, yeah, that's really great, actually. I'd like to buy 1,200 seats of that, and let's get that done straight away. That sounds absolutely awesome. So now we've got a positive call, and then at the end of that, what we can do is just hang up, and we're going to get our auto summarization of that. No specific action taken, and we are going to save and close that. It's going to end our wrap time, and then the next contact in our dial list is going to be manifested to our agent. Hence why I keep making myself unavailable. So we'll go to not ready training. We'll just make that next call. And away we will go. No, we exceeded a time limit there. No, we didn't. We did get a call through. Sunday shenanigans in the office. So I did not say that word transcript. I said shenanigans. So we're picking up profanity when it's not there. We'll just carry on talking through there. Now, one of the other great things about Zoom Contact Center is I've previously set up auto scoring. So I've set a load of criteria that I want my agent to say, and it's all around DPA. So can I get your name? Can I get your date of birth? Can I get your postcode? Are you happy to proceed? Would you like to opt out of marketing? And if I just do a quick switcheroo on the mutes. Yeah, it's Chris Holt. It's the first of the 1981, maybe. Or I give consent to marketing, and my postcode is EC3A6AP, which of course it's never been. That was my first office address back in the day. Shout out to anyone who's watching who was part of Evolution Voice and Data back in the day. We'll just hang that one up, and we will save and close all of that. And our agent is now in training, so they won't now receive another dial. But what I can do is we can have a look at a couple of things. So straight away, I've had my emails through as an agent to say, we have now been scored. So we're going to have a look at that in a bit as well. But what we want to do is a bit of config first on the dialer. So let's bring that into view. And what we can see here is so far this has made 4 dials. It's incomplete. You can click on this and very quickly see what's going on with the calls. I tried to do a progressive one earlier, and it kept answer machine detecting me, which I'm not sure what was going on. But what we'll do is we will pause this one, and we will just leave it as it is. And we can go and add a new campaign, or we can duplicate. I'm going to start one from scratch just to walk you through just how easy it is to get going. So I'm going to go progressive this time. Those that have been working with me on demos for a few years will know that I do like to date things on dialers and to make it really clear what it is. So you'll notice we have preview progressive. We don't have full predictive. That's not something that is in Zoom's arsenal. They do have a partnership with Alvaria, And there are a few other things they have up their sleeve in terms of Outbound that you might want to talk to them about, namely agentless as well. So you can say if it's always running, campaign priority, contact lists. Still, we're still with the uploading CSV state here. I think there might be some other ways to do it, but I've just put in a contact list that was nice and easy with a template. You can put your DNC logic in, you can put your excluded, you can put your callable hours, also the contact number order and how long to abandon for, number of attempts, all that kind of stuff. Maybe we'll do 2 this time. Use same wait period for all, so we'll do 60 seconds. You then just say what queue, so what skill, and we'll let this time out. So I'm actually going to increase that. I don't think you would do that for Ofcom reasons, but you can do it here in config. I'm not going to turn on AMD just because last time I played with it, it did not like me. So I just need to move myself there, click save, then click publish, and then click run. So a few little clicks there to get it up and running. But if we go back to our campaign management now, we can see we've got a couple of different ones running. So now if we go back to our agent and make ourselves available, then we're now going to get that progressive queue. So I'm going to start receiving calls through to the mobile. And we'll see what that looks like. So first call is coming through now. So I'll answer that as the customer, hello, yes, I am, ready to buy something. And straight away we're connected into the agent. So the agent is going to say, can I take your name? Can I take your date of birth? Can I take your address? All of that kind of good stuff, which was in my auto scoring form. And, we can just wrap up as we need to. Customer's going to go on a little ramble here about, yes, they do want to buy this service. They don't know when they want it for, etc., 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 etc. And what we'll do is we'll just end that call. Save and close that. That ends the wrap up for the agent. And that means that I only have one agent available in this skill at the moment. So progressive is just basically waiting on my availability. So we now take another call. And straight away we're connected. So again, I'm just going to change my not ready to a break at the end of that. And we'll just, again, talk away for a little bit as and when we need to. We can have a look here. I don't think we've got AI Agent Expert Assist on this skill just yet. But we can have a look at all of that engagement detail. And we'll just hang that up. So we'll save and close up. And if we now go back to our details here, and I'll just refresh that, we can see what's going on with our list progress. So we're at 20% for this one, 40% for this one. So we will just go and pause that one as well. If I go back into my preview, when we're in preview, then have a few other things available to us within what we allowed the agent to do. So we allow them 15 seconds. It can be just 5 to 6 for 5 to 60 seconds. We can also just allow for manual dial. Obviously that's going to be really inefficient, but if it's just a case of wanting to bring all of your data into an outbound skill, then potentially that works quite nicely for you. You can allow up to 5 skips. So that's all been auto scored. Let's go and have a look at performance management. I'm not anticipating high scores for those calls, in all honesty. So we're going to have a look at our evaluations. And we can see auto scores even. So we're going to have a look at this one. And we can see we got a 26. So did not greet the customer professionally. Did they acknowledge for loyalty? No. Did they ask for full name? Yes. Did they ask for date of birth? Yes. Did they ask for first line address? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. And we can see how that's scored. The other thing we can do here is, this is pretty cool. We're going to have to do this as a follow-up video, I think, but lots of things we can then start to ask in a generative AI format. But that is distracting me from the point of this video, which was in contact center management. We have campaign management, and we have the ability to have outbound dialing on a couple of different options here. If you do need to add a new contact list, then it is really easy. You just create a new list and you add your CSV file. Really, really easy. That's it. Outbound dialing. That's it. Outbound dialing on Zoom Contact Center. Really easy to set up and easy to get going in making outbound contacts with Zoom.